Hey everyone, welcome back for part 3 of working on this demo. I don't name my demos, I name them based on the date that I started working on it. For some reason numbers click with me better than being like Gallop in F. Like you'd think that would make less sense, but for some reason when I think, oh, the August 1st track, I know exactly what I'm talking about. So this one is the August 1st demo, 8.1.24. that we're working on, and so far we've come up with an intro, kind of a main theme as I like to call it, and then a verse, and then we went through and we added drums under everything, fixed the guitars, recorded the verse, and then put bass under all of that. So now in this third part I have kind of a rough idea for a pre-chorus. It's not very long, so I'm going to break my normal tradition of a full-length pre-chorus, 16 bars, 8 bars, whatever. And I think this one, if my mental math is working, so burpy, is 8 bars. So shorter than I normally do, but I like it. And then I have a rough idea for a chorus, so we'll kind of flush that out. And then if that doesn't take an obscene amount of time, then we can go through and come up with some drums under all of that. And even then, if we have time, we can do some lead guitars and some bass. Otherwise, that might be another video. Normally, I would wait to do bass until the end, kind of go through and put the glue in and fill out the cracks of what I'm doing. But we'll see how I'm feeling about this. For some reason, I wanted to put bass in earlier. I think just to make sure that the harmonies and the lead guitars that I had mapped out was working. So it might not be necessary for the rest of the video, or at least until I wrap up the portion, because I'm not going to do the full song for you guys. This is an actual track that will probably end up on the next By Fire and Sword record. So I'm probably going to get through this first chorus, and then that's as much of the song as I'm going to work on publicly. So we'll see. I don't want to give you guys too much of a peek into what's happening, but it is fun to work through this stuff with you guys. So I want you to see a piece of it, but you don't get to see the whole pie. I think the next video, depending on how much time it takes today, I'll probably do like a rough mix for you guys and see how I mix a demo to send to my bandmate Tom, who does all the lyrics and the vocals, so you guys can see how that works, how like mixing and having demo production doesn't have to be this big scary thing. Like mixing is as much an art form as it is a science. There's a little of both, but really, like, if it sounds good, it is good. It's subjective. There isn't like a this is how you mix. Like that's not how it works. Like if it sounds good, it is good. So you can kind of see how I order my plugins and the way that I do some light EQ on things, because it's a demo. It's supposed to be a representation of an idea, not a finished track. Let's take a gander at what we have so far. So this will be that intro piece, the main gallop riff, and then the verse. And then let me get rid of this pre-chorus thing I had put in there. So it sounds something like this. So that's everything we have so far. And one thing that just occurred to me that I need to be careful about moving forward is that by the time we get to bar 43, which is the end of this first verse, we're already at 1:17 worth of song. I generally am somewhere between 4 to 6 minutes is the sweet spot for me. I like not elaborate song structures, but I like there to be more than verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Throw a bridge in there. Like, I like an intro. I like kind of a main theme that isn't a verse or a chorus that might come back as a bridge. I don't know. I just like there to be more storytelling to it. Maybe. I don't know how to maybe properly articulate that idea. But I want there to be some drama to it, some build, some cliffs and valleys. I have a strong theater background. And so I tend to think about composition in a way of like, I'm building tension. I'm, creating drama. There's a harmonic build here. And then I want that tension to rise, and then I want it to release at some point. And then I want it to come back, in a climax or whatever you want to call it. But I want that to happen. And I find that I personally do better when I have several bridges. I might have what I call bridge 1, bridge 2, bridge 3, which are all variations on a theme. But I always want more than verse, chorus, bridge, outro. Personal taste only. That's who I am. With it being 1:17 already, this could easily become a long song, so I need to be careful about the length of some sections. So moving forward, I might, on the second verse, might be half as long. Or I might do a shorter chorus this time so I can do a longer chorus later. The bridge might just be one riff. So I don't want to really probably push it too much past about 6 minutes. This isn't Rush. I love Rush. That's not a dig. I want it to be accessible. And I really feel like when you start pushing 6, 7 minutes and stuff, it's more acceptable in metal. But I would be lying if I said that I didn't want my music to be accessible to people outside of metal. So maybe someday I'll write a song that's 3.5 minutes. I don't know that I've ever done that yet, but it's possible. We'll see where life takes me. Okay, so we're back with the Hagstrom, Fractal AX8, into the Universal Audio Apollo, into my Mac Mini, into Logic. So okay, so let me take a stab at this pre-course that I kind of cooked up. I might change it a little bit, but I'll give you the basic gist. So let me change my record count in to 1 bar. I don't need 2 for this. So let's take a whack at this. That took less time than I thought it would. That was pretty good. So let's check that back. All right, so a couple of thoughts. I was a little late on one of those chords, I think, because I forgot what I was doing. And then I want to change that. So there was a, and I want to change that to be single note so I can harmonize it. So alright, so let's take a stab at that again so I can fix those things. I'm also going to put the record count in back on 2 bars because 1 bar gave me anxiety. Okay, let's try that. Alright, so let's take a shot at this second guitar part. Let me figure out the harmony on that. So if that's... I might try going down instead of... I might try... I didn't like it. I don't like that. So let me... So let me do that. See if I can stand up straight like a person. I feel like that was pretty sick, but let's check. And because I can't help myself, I will put some harmonies in these lead guitar tracks, lead guitars. So let's figure out what I would want that to be. I think I kind of might just want them on that. I gotta get an Evertune. I get so sick of tuning my guitar. Jesus. Okay. So. Alright, so let's just try some single, like, one note stuff. See where that takes us. Freeze real quick. I might have just come up with something. Okay, that was kind of cool. Kind of forgot what I was doing there for a second. still too late. So I think it really does need to just... But I did another cool thing in there that I liked. I did a little turn on the other part, which was cool. So let's listen to that back. That's pretty hard. I like that. So we're going to freeze that. We'll unfreeze this one. We're going to trim it here. Go back. Apply the freeze. Okay. So we'll come back here. Let me figure out what the hell that harmony is. We'll figure it out. Alright, I think that's it. Let's try that. That sounded pretty cool. And so in that harmony, which I'll play for you guys, it's all thirds. So that higher line is just alternating between major and minor thirds, which I love. It's very basic. I'm not reinventing the wheel here. It's not even necessarily noteworthy, but it sounds good. And the wheel still rolls and it's still round. So I'm not about to be revolutionizing Western harmony. It sounds cool. I'm going to keep doing it. So let's listen to that. I'm very excited about how that sounds. I think that's super cool. So now I don't want to put down the guitar just to program drums to go into this. So then let's figure out what we're going to do with this next chorus. I think this is going to be the short chorus where it'll be 8 bars as opposed to 16. I'm not positive on that, but let's trim up this first rhythm guitar because we're going to pop right into that. And then we're going to save, because if I lose this, I'll cry. And mama didn't raise no bitch. So not going to be crying over spilt riffs. I will cry over spilt riffs, for sure. So, I think something akin to that. octave chord. No, I'll do the octave chord the first and third time, full chord second and fourth time, so I can put a harmony on top of it. So we'll go. No. I fucked myself all up. Something like that. So, let's just try that. I write by doing. It's also some by thinking. But a lot of times I'll just throw something down and beat on it until I like it. Kind of like my childhood. Okay. Starts on that open, so let's listen to that. I think I fucked it up. What the hell? Oh, I didn't apply the freeze. All of these because they distract me. Okay, so I screwed that up. I got distracted. Sometimes when I'm doing this, I'm playing, but my mind is so far away from whatever I'm thinking about. For some reason, when I was doing that, I was thinking about baseball and school buses for a reason that makes no sense. And maybe I have ADHD. I don't think so. I've never been tested. I'm not a doctor. But, all right, let's try this again. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. So let's trim this one, unmute it, and take a whack at this one. That's the harmonized one, and I didn't harmonize anything. Idiot. Let's do it again. That was it. Let's try that again. I think we are cooking this fire. I think I'm going to do lead stuff on the back half. That's something I like to do, kind of a signature, if you will, is on the first 8 bars, no harmony. On the back half, I like to put some harmony on that bad boy, just to make it stand out. I like those first 8 bars to be a little more direct, raw, a little punchier, and then really hit you with the emotion of those thirds on the back 8. Back 8. This isn't golf. So let's just play with that and see what we come up with. Let's see what happens. So we'll freeze that, unfreeze that, record that, go here, come back, let it freeze, unmute, scroll over, sit up straight, Jeff, you bum. Okay. So that was... sounds cool, except for the part that I screwed up. Yes, I think that's cool. So let's listen to that whole thing from the pre-chorus. I think we're going to stop there because we're going to come back and we're going to put drums under all this. This video is already running a hair long, I think, just based on the amount of time I've been recording. So I'm going to stop here and then we're going to hit some drums. And I know you guys love drums, so let's do that.